what I now know is you don't always react on, a handful of people's requests because you'll end up building a ton of stuff that only a few people want. Wait until you've got 10, 20 requests of the same thing, and then you go and build, and then you build your MVP to test that within
Mm.
a bigger product.
Oh my God, you're just triggering me hardcore here. So I just did a speech at a women's leadership conference last week and just telling my life story. And and it's just flashbacking right now because before we got to Scrunch, the influencer marketing platform, I think there was like 3 or 4 iterations of what we were trying to build. Like we were trying to build a 3D virtual model for fashion, a fashion discovery platform, an inventory management platform, a like social media monitoring tool. Like we did 4 huge builds, and
Yeah.
we burned through my house deposit. We burned through credit cards, personal loans. We then had to go out capital raising. Like I took so long to learn that lesson. I'm just like, if we can punctuate this with do things as lo-fi as you can to see if people will buy it first. Like, yeah, seriously,
Yeah,
that
and
is
take
the
people
biggest
on the
lesson.
journey. Like go to market
Yeah.
and say, this is our beta, this
Yeah.
is our pre-launch. You're in as a pilot pre-launch early adopter. Like it's not going to be perfect, but people love that. They get a
Yeah.
chance to be involved. Like I say, Fujifilm are still with us today from when I was on the accelerator in 2018. I mean, and it has taken me years to build this damn thing. And everything, taken everything from me. Um,
Mm.
but and there's one other thing, like there's called a lean canvas. Do you use that?
Oh,
It's like
I have before. Yeah, definitely.
just at the beginning, that's a great way for people to get down their ideas in a really,
Mm.
really simple format. That was something else that we were told to use. But go lean, and there's so much open source software. Like you can build, and with ChatGPT now, you can actually code off that. I don't do any of that, but I know you can. So
Yeah.
and there is open source software which is basically very cheap, open source, anyone can use it, very simple to use. Like there's an app called Bubble App, which is apparently very, very simple way of creating apps.
Wow.
Um you can wrap websites, basically web platforms, and kind of wrap it into an app these days as well. There's so much that can be done super cheap just in this
Mm.
market. You don't need to go out raising millions of dollars
Yeah.
and have.
Or spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on developers, please. Public service announcement.
And if anyone wants an amazing dev team, I have been through 4. I've been through 3 onshore CTOs, and I now have a team which I absolutely trust. They only work with startups, so I'm happy to give
Oh
anyone
my
the
God.
details because it has cost me everything to get to that point of a stable dev team.
Oh my God. It's interesting. It happens so much in tech. It blows my mind. All of the women that I've had on this podcast talking about their tech platforms have been through the exact same experience. I've been through the same experience, just finding developers who are actually good at what they do and can do what they say they're going to do, and actually deliver on it is a lot harder than you would think it would be.
Yeah, and are not full of ego that will build
Mm.
it as a startup. Like
Mm.
you need solid foundations, but you're constantly iterating, and tech constantly iterates. So
Yes.
you don't need to build a platform that I need to go into Westpac with when
Mm.
we are, day zero.
Yeah.
Like, but when you're going into Westpac, build something then. Like that's a
Mhm.
good problem to have further down the line, but build what you
Mhm.
need today. Oh my God, as a non-tech founder, it is, and you have to trust because I have no other way of
Well, it's not
seeing
like hiring a
it.
marketing person, where you go, oh, okay, they can't do copy and the images look like shit, so you're fired. Like it
Yeah,
takes you months and months before you realize that you're being
I can't
screwed.
read code and I don't know. And they're telling me
Yeah.
this is the architecture we need to have. And I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
can't tell you if it was right or wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it really sucks, to be honest. So I don't know how else to sugarcoat that.